Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now?
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption like. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get...
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Fielded about a yard deep. And he spins past him and into space. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage, 101 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. He finds an opening past the 40 and finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Dalton. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated.
And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 36 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Delta.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. He's got Green. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Delta.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Bridgewater. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. A.J. Green, 42 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jesse Bates, the rookie safety, his first pick in the league. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And he finds Stills, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, first and 10 at the 40. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Bullet good on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for the Dolphins. 55 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right.
And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan and getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
And as a defender, if you come with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. On second down, it's Drake. And a short gain down to about the 33. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Flushed out right. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A.J. Green with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Dalton once more. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Robert Quinn able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Hey. Good. Over here.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Lead! Heavy. It's going to be a long 368!
Here's Dalton. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And the lead is down to 20. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things.
A.J. Green, past the 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A.J. Green on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns, and the Dolphins add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Lead! 368!
So Dalton now. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
It's second down. Dalton looking. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And an alley to run. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now Drake. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Going deep here for Stills. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Sanders now to add the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
368! Heavy. 57, you got 59 over there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that one results in 35 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
There you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 40.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Steps away to his left, and it's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
There you go, 368. Nice. There you go, on the ball. Check.
Another chance for Dalton. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Really nice job there by Sam Hubbard getting home and getting a sack. And when I evaluated him, I had to write in my notes, don't underestimate his athletic ability, because so many times you watch him play, you notice the effort, you notice the motor, you notice to never give up. Sometimes you neglect that he actually is a really good player and knows how to sack quarterbacks.
Here you go, 368. Here you go, 368.
So they are going for it. Now Dalton. He's going to sling this. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands language as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
368.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Buying time, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And I think the offense got it back. Yes, they did. At the 2-yard line is where they'll have it. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Over here. You're good.
And Dalton will just sneak it. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Andy Dalton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Drake. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First down, Bridgewater. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And throw right side complete to Parker. Once more the juke. That goes for a gain of 31.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater dancing to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Dalton lets it go for Nelson. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there just before halftime. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dalton, 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
368. They go 368.
Dalton here from the gun. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Heavy. You go on the ball.
Dalton now to pass. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. The rookie Minka Fitzpatrick with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
He goes underneath the Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 32 that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A.J. Green from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
This will be taken in at the 1. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals gain a bit of respectability. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Bridgewater. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Throwing is Bridgewater. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Bridgewater. Going deep here for Still. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Going deep for Eifert. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
368! 368!
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Quinn in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
368.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And now running right through it. Fighting through, and he's got space. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. On the left side, this is Stills. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. First down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Again, it's Mixon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
They'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here you go, 368.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Charles Harris in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Minkah Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He sets to fire deep. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton out to his left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, get ready for something coming left. Heavy, 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 heavy. Lead! Lead! Heavy, heavy, heavy.
To throw again, Dalton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Second down, Bridgewater. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Mike, check, 59.
Oh, twisting away. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
To throw, Bridgewater. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Raekwon McMillan in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. 2nd down, Dalton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Robert Quinn getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's do or die for Dalton. And he's going to go down again. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd. Waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy. Ran off on the two like True Goy. Imagine me do boy, you could never do what I do boy. Still ducking that I did boy. In Paris for a hit boy. These ain't the same type of hits boy. Can get boy, you don't take these type of risks boy. Cause this boy been throwing that like rich boy. You miss boy, your numbers don't add up on the. That was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This thing of ours, oh this thing of ours. Her fraternity of ringing off. I just happen to be alumni. Too legit, they still looking at me with one eye. The company I keep is not corporate enough. Child, you ain't orphan enough. A rapper turn can't morph into us, but a turn rapper can morph into Puff. Dance contest for the I predict Al Roker. If you know, you know. I only ever looked up to you all get a bird. This Oprah. Players in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. If you know, you know. If you know about the port, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. You ever been hit with the water, then had to wait? Do you walk away? If you know, you know. When we all clicking like Golden State, and you and your team are the motorcade. If you know, you know. Been granting wishes like a genie to bad in two-piece bikinis. I've been hiding where you can see me. The skybox is right next to Riri's. Solely responsible for showing rappers how to stand on the front lines when started throwing bands. Where were you when Big brought the Tigers in? Cause I was busy earning stripes like a tiger skin. Players in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. You know, you know. If you know about the port, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gangsta, don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you at the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, throw rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gangsta, don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption life. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These I'm saying. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win. Big J Rock go. On 10, 10, 10, 10. Exit at 4. Bring friend, 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 friends. Matt Black 2 dope. Jump in. You might wanna keep scope. I win, 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 win. Forearm tattoos. That's squad. All of them go. Don't try. I walk in room. They eyes wide. Third album come soon. I'm glad y'all gon' die. I ain't chasing after no. I got bigger plans than staying rich. I've been tapped in since I was 6. I tap dance all on them. And your diamonds like tap water. That drip way too foggy. These VVS is way awesome. Pork CLS for drop to your death without warning. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These I'm saying. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win. You clowns really don't stay outside when I play outside. I put the beats on them like Dre outside. I got the bow side and LA outside. And if you act bad, I bring the outside. Go and get your money. None of my know some funny. I can tell real by who you're running with. I'm all in the field. Duck hunt. Hit my just the and he was like, boop. Here. Knew just what it was. The whole and gave it back, boop. Yeah. 9/11, no mileage, baby. But no violence, baby. My got callous, baby. My bare knuckles got talent, baby. I'm all in the wind with it. On Deuce Line, I've been with it. She too fine, I've been crashed 2 times. I limo tinted my new ride. I'm riding with the 12 better not pull me over. Championship going dumb. Nothing to something I won. Get out the way,